Everybody, we are back here live. I have decided that we are going to do a live stream. Again, for you guys, we do need to be live to cover this, but this time we're going to do a little bit of landfall coverage on the storm. She is about to make landfall. So let's go ahead and get this in here. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Like I mentioned, she's getting ready to make landfall. I think I already seen a lot of the worst of mine. But yeah, we're gonna be here to do overall viewing and stuff like that. Holy cow, dude! She's sustained at 140 right now, gusting higher down to 941 millibars. Goodness. What's up, Ant? Hope you're doing good, man. Welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic. But yeah, like I mentioned, she is definitely starting to get pretty nasty out there. We're gonna go ahead and let's see. We're gonna hop over to radar here. What's up, Troy? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Grace? Hope you're doing good. Like I said, I decided we're gonna go live here. I'm not doing it on my main layout, but we're doing it YouTube Shorts here. But anyways, but yeah, she's about to make landfall. The eye is just off the coast. It looks like the storm is going to be making landfall somewhere towards the coast of Perry, is what it kind of seems to be looking out there for. So the first time I see an extreme wind warning on radars, I did see that too. That is certainly concerning. How strong is the beast? She, my friend, is a 140 sustained. We're gusting heavier, and central low is down to 941 millibars right now. She's getting ready to make landfall out there towards Perry, Florida. An absolute beast out here. So make sure you guys are weather aware. Make sure you guys are prepared. There's the storm. Like I said, it's actually stronger than what we anticipated. We were expecting this storm here to be right around upper level Category 3, lower in Cat 4, but the storm has actually exceeded expectations and is a lot stronger than we actually anticipated here. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the Hurricane Center here. We're going to take a look at the latest forecast. We're going to bring that up. So yeah, definitely is a bit of a concern. Storm surge still 15 to 20 foot expected. Along the landfall area here, and of course we do have ourselves Tampa Bay still 5 to 8 foot overall. The Eyewall is about to come on shore. It's getting closer. The Eyewall here is, let's see here. We're gonna check up on this. Oh, it looks like I'm getting ready to get another band out of the storm here. We're good. Yeah, the Eyewall is a good 28 or so miles, about 30 miles away from the coast there. So the inner Eyewall is certainly getting closer to landfall here. We still got a lot of those bands rolling through, Central Florida here. Tampa's still definitely getting some windy conditions. 64 mile per hour wind gusts out there. It is certainly getting a little nasty overall. But that's the storm up there on the infrared view. Let's see. Will Thomasville get extreme wind warnings next? We don't know. Like I said, I was not really expecting those extreme wind warnings to be really issued. But yeah, please make sure that you're obviously watching this here. Like I said, we're expecting landfall out there towards the region of Perry. Out there towards Madison, stuff like that. The good news is that Tallahassee, now you guys are still going to feel the storm pretty good, but the good news is the fact that the storm itself, the worst of it's going to be to the east of Tallahassee overall. There's a reason why. Let's see here. Yeah, hurricane season, like I said, it's been pretty quiet so far, but like I mentioned, we are kind of in full effect right now. Let's see here. Yeah, this is our third live stream of the day, my friend. We've been on the ball here. Like I said, I didn't want to go live on my main platform because that would have took a while to get set up. Plus, I didn't want to risk losing power. And then I was like, you know what, we're just gonna go live and cover this. So if power goes out, if the stream randomly cuts out, well, it's because I lost power. Because I'm in the middle of this here too. So, how's Middleburg looking? Where's that at? Is that Florida? Middleburg, Florida here. You, my friend, got a tropical storm warning here. 25 to 35 miles an hour with gusts up to 60 is your expectancy. Really not a lot of super crazy stuff going on there. You're not on the coast either, so you really don't have a whole lot going on there. So that's that. What's up, NC Matt? Let's see here. Grace says, yikes. Yeah, she's a beast, man. And actually, you can kind of see a bit of dry air here. On the south side of the storm here, you can actually see a little bit of dry air getting to it. But that eyewall is still intact, stuff like that. So, like I said, she's still an absolute beast. A really heavy convection still ongoing on that northernmost portion. So it's definitely hitting pretty good. And like I said, we're getting ready to have landfall here relatively soon. You're welcome, Hald. No problem, man. Let's see. Has Tampa and Pinellas seen the most they're going to get? Yeah. At this point, Pinellas, Tampa, those regions, the storm is pulling further away from them now. We have indeed seen some of the heaviest effects, but like I said, it ain't over yet. It's not over yet. It's going to continue for a little bit. So definitely keep that in mind. You know what we're going to do? I'm actually going to switch these two scenes here. We're going to put that one at the bottom, and we'll put this one at the top, so it makes it a little bit easier to see there. And then we'll move this over here so you guys can see that. There we go, perfect. But yeah, no, you can see that the eyewall there is getting a bit more closer there to the coast overall. What about Dunedin, Florida? Here, let me pull up Dunedin for you, my friend. Let's see. Dunedin, Florida. We are in a hurricane warning, my friend. Winds of 30 to 40 sustained, gust up to 65 is expected for you. Good news is that you're not on the coast, so you're good. With all that. Let's see. How's Myrtle Beach looking in South Carolina? So Myrtle Beach actually does have a tropical storm warning here. 25 to 35 miles an hour with gusts up to 45. So we're going to feel it out here. I don't think there's any surges expected in that region. I think the surges kind of get cut off, south of those regions there. So, yeah, you're good with surges, but there could definitely be some tropical storm conditions and stuff like that. We have a lot of tornado warnings right now. Actually, here in Savannah, Georgia, got a couple of tornadoes out there, tornado warnings in effect. Let's see. Hop over here to velocity. So we got little areas of rotation popping off here. Let's see here. How about Griffin, Georgia? Let's see. Griffin, Georgia. Let's see what we got going on here, my friend. Okay, so you're in the cone there. You are actually in a hurricane warning. You are indeed. Here, let's go ahead and get rid of this cone here for now, because it kind of overlays everything. So you, my friend, are in for 35 to 45 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 75 out there overall. So that is that. Some pretty good wind gusts. We do actually. Yeah, I noticed that coming through here. Absolutely. Let's see here. You're very welcome, my friend. Is it Radu? You're very welcome. Like I said, you guys can see the storm here getting ready to make landfall here in Florida. Like I said, we're gonna have this thing. Making landfall out there towards Perry, roughly. So this thing's gonna be making landfall there towards Perry, Florida. Which, like I said, we're not that much further away from landfall here. We're getting closer. Let's see here. Let's see. Rebecca says, good evening. I live between Almo and, Vidalia, I think it is. Winds are picking up. Stay safe out there, Rebecca. If you need anything, let me know, okay? Let's see here. Michael says, Crystal River, Florida. Let me look at that for you. Christy! coming in here with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Christy. That is really sweet of you, saying thank you for all your coverage. Thank you for all your coverage. You're very welcome, Christy. Thank you so much for the support. That's really, really sweet of you. Thank you, Christy. Seriously, that means a lot. It helps me out a bunch. Thank you very, very much for that. Let's look at Crystal River, Florida. I didn't forget about you, Michael. Let's see, River, Florida. Here we go. Gotcha. Once again, thank you so much, Christy. That means a lot to me. It helps me out a bunch. Okay, so you, my friend, you're in for hurricane conditions. You have a hurricane warning in effect, 40 to 50 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 55. Now, that's under hurricane strength, but those coastal areas could experience some surges. That's a big problem. Surge map out there. You're right on the Big Bend there. Per latest NHC outlook, you are going to be right around 10 to 15 foot with storm surge out there. You're kind of right on the edge there. But once again, Christy, thank you. Seriously, I appreciate that. I don't know why it doubles my message. Yeah, I don't know. It's all good, Christy. Thank you, seriously. Let's see. Praying for people in Florida and Georgia. Absolutely. Yeah. Appreciate it. Hey, man, my name's Riley. Can I please let me know if this is going to hit Athens, Georgia? I got you, man. Got you. Athens, Georgia. Here, let's pull this up. Okay, so you, my friend, are under a tropical storm warning. We are talking sustained winds of 30 to 40 miles an hour with gusts up to 60 is what we can expect. So you're going to have some gusty winds. Now, the storm is not going to be hurricane strength by the time it gets to you, thankfully. And, of course, you're not on the land. You're not on the coast there, so that's good. But yeah, just a little bit of winds is expected. Here's the rainfall projections, y'all. This is, what we can expect after here. But, you could see a good 2 to 4 inches, maybe locally 4 to 6 in some spots. Once again, we're expecting a lot of nasty impacts along western North Carolina. We are talking some areas of, maybe 12 to 16 inches out there being a possibility. So that is certainly a bit of a concern. Let's see here. Our power is constantly going off and on. Hope I can stay for the live. Absolutely, my friend. That's kind of what I've been worried about too. Going live here for you guys because I'm in Florida as well. If you don't know, I'm in Polk County. So yeah, I'm out here in Lakeland. So it's been a little windy today, and the winds are picking back up a little bit. Let's see. What's up, Black Bear? Hope you're doing good. How bad is it right now? It is pretty darn bad, my friend. Right now, she's a Category 4 storm, 140 sustained, and we are seeing, higher gusts. Now, the central low is down to 941 millibars. Let's see here. You're welcome, Fast Shot. No problem. How about Panama City? So Panama City, we got tropical storm warnings in effect. The good news is that the storm's going to be making landfall east of you, which will keep you relatively more on the milder side. But we still have tropical storm conditions possible. We are talking 25 to 35 sustained with gusts up to 60 out here. So keep that in mind. Surges out there, I believe, are... Let's see. I think you're right on the 3 to 5. Actually, hold on a minute. I had to line it up properly. No, you're actually on the 1 to 3 foot of storm surge out there. So, kind of mild storm surge overall, in that region, but, definitely much lower compared to the region where we are expecting 15 to 20 foot out towards that landfall point. So, yeah, Panama City, like I said, you guys definitely dodged a bullet here. Lights flickering in North St. Mark's, south of Tallahassee. Be careful, my friend. Yeah, it's going to get a little rough out there. I live in Lake City, Florida. The weather's looking rough. It is. Be careful. Mr. Butter says, thank you so much. You're very welcome, of course. Where's this at? This is hitting Florida, my friend. Hitting Florida pretty good. Sorry, I'm from Norway. How bad is that on a scale of 10? I'd give it about a 7 or 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's see here. There we go. She is a pretty strong Category 4. Let's see here. Thanks for the live outdoor coverage of your storm in the area. Hope you didn't damage your phone for us. No, I'm good, Rachel. Everything's good. How's Atlanta? So Atlanta's going to get hit pretty good. Out there for Atlanta, we are seeing a tropical effect here, 40 to 50 mile per hour sustained with gusts up to 75 out there towards Atlanta. That is kind of what we are seeing here. Now, the rainfall projections for Atlanta is still in that 4 to 6 margin. So 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is expected out there by Atlanta. But like I mentioned, if you guys are just tuning in, we are getting closer to landfall. Like I mentioned, we are, still having a lot of heavy convection on that northernmost portion here of the storm. The southern, it's starting to get a little bit of drier air on that southern portion, but that northern side is definitely still convecting pretty hard. Let's see, take care out there. Thank you, I appreciate that. Florida is always the main target. It seems that way, doesn't it? Let's see, Fort Myers Beach storm surge 5 to 6 feet has happened. Wow, it's pretty bad. Like I said, some of those areas are going to see up to 15 to 20 up there towards the Panhandle and the Big Bend. Do I know when it will hit the valley right on the Alabama-Georgia border? So as we approach our way throughout tonight, the storm's going to roll inland, and as we approach our way into tomorrow morning, the storm's going to be going up there into Georgia. Now, here's the thing. As we approach our way into southern Georgia by Tifton, the storm is still forecasted to be a Category 2, in which will still be sustained of around 105 miles an hour with gusts up to 125 as we approach near Tifton. So, yeah, the heaviest effects are going to be felt for, like, Georgia here for the morning hours, which, would include there as well. It sounds like it's pouring outside. Goodness. See, no rain right now in Clearwater, just heavy winds. Yeah, stay safe out there, Christy. Stay safe. They got a view from a window. Could be interesting while I cover this. Yeah. Like I said, I hear the wind in the rain right now. Holy cow. See, it's pouring down rain out there. Yeah, I hear it. Goodness. Let's see. So what did the hurricane hit? Cat 3 or Cat 4? So Marcus, she's actually a kind of mid-level Category 4. Hasn't made landfall yet. Storm is still just off the coast here, from landfall, so we're not quite there yet. Landfall, well, I would say would probably be roughly around 11 o'clock or so. We'll have to see how that goes, but yeah, no, it's stronger than anticipated. Like we mentioned before, I really had a strong feeling this thing would be a Category 4. We were, expecting upper Cat 3, lower Cat 4, in which we're kind of pulling in the middle Cat 4, so it's kind of more of a worst case scenario. The storm actually picked up more strength than what we thought, so it's a strong one. Let's see here. How bad will it be for Bainbridge, Georgia? Let's see here. We'll pull that up for you. Bainbridge, Georgia. Okay, so you, my friend, you're in a hurricane warning. We are expecting sustained winds of 25 to 35 with gusts up to 60. Potential for heavier winds. But that is what we are expecting there. Now, the good news is that the eye or the core of the storm will be passing to your east, leaving you in what we call the clean side of the storm, which would allow you to have really no tornado threat. So that'll be good news for you. What about the time for Mount Vernon, Georgia? Let's see here. Mount Vernon, Georgia. Here we go. All right, so we are seeing a tropical storm warning here. 30 to 40 mile an hour sustained with gusts up to 70. Now, the timing for it is going to be here throughout tomorrow morning. Pretty early tomorrow morning. What about Marietta, Georgia? Got you, my friend. Marietta, Georgia. Tropical storm warning in effect. 30 to 40 sustained with gusts up to 65 is expected overall. Your timing is going to be for more of the, right around sunrise or so is whenever that storm's going to be in that area. But you're going to feel it, like I said, really tomorrow morning is when you're going to start feeling that. Let's see here. Out of my front porch, north of St. Mark / south of Tally. It's gusty, but nothing scary yet. Hopefully not. Well, stay safe out there, my friend. Tallahassee did get a bit lucky, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to be on the clean side of the storm. How about Morganton, North Carolina? Please get ready for my 3 kids. Let me look at that for you, my friend. Morganton, North Carolina. Okay, so you're under a tropical storm warning. You are expecting winds of 20 to 30 sustained. So it's constant winds of 20 to 30 at maximum impact. And we could have gusts up to 60. Like I said, this is a tropical storm conditions here expected. Now, you are going to see a lot of rain out there. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of rain out there along the western side of North Carolina. It's actually where the heaviest rain is going to be expected. We could easily see some areas 12 to 16 inches or greater in some spots. So it is absolutely going to be a big problem. And all that water is going to run down into those creeks, rivers, and streams, which is going to allow for that, to build up and cause some major flooding concerns out for the western side. So if you're in a flood-prone area, please consider seeking higher ground. What about Warner Robins, Georgia? Gotcha, Ashley. Let's see. Let me go ahead and pull it up for you. By the way, guys, could you do me a favor and share this, y'all? Maybe help share this on social media just to help get that word out there, man. Like I said, we're here for you. I want to help you guys out. Okay, so this area we have a hurricane warning. Now, we are expecting sustained winds of 65 to 85 miles an hour with gusts up to 95. So be careful out there, my friend. It's definitely going to be pretty strong winds in the region. And rainfall, about 2 to 4 inches is expected. So, it's not a too much amount of rain, but it's still a good amount. And it could be a problem for those low-lying areas out there. Let's see. Rain has been light in Orlando. Windy, though. Not enough to knock anything over here right now. Unfortunately, my aunt is in Valdosta, Georgia. Not sure how bad it will get there. Let me pull up Valdosta, Georgia for you, Florida weather. Let's see if I can help you out here. Yeah. Gotcha. So out there we have sustained winds of 85 to 105 miles an hour. So your aunt's going to be really dealing with some strong winds here. 85 to 105 sustained with gusts up to 125 miles an hour. So make sure that your aunt is prepared for that, because that is going to hit hard, unfortunately. And right around 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected out there. Please let her know. Okay. You're welcome, Rebecca. No problem. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down a little bit. Let's see. Right where the eye is coming to land is getting hit the hardest. Yeah, that's going to be out there. Actually, it looks like landfall is going to be right around coastal Perry. Let's see here. Katie says, anything for FSU campus? I'm worried. Not sure how strong the wind will be. Thank you so much. Where is FSU campus? Katie, I'm not too sure where that's at. Florida State University, I'm guessing? Tallahassee? Okay. All right, so Tallahassee, we do have a hurricane warning. It is going to be much, now it's still going to hit pretty good, okay? Don't get that wrong, but, it could have been a whole lot worse. But yeah, for the region here, we are talking 35 to 45 sustained with gusts up to 75. We do have that hurricane warning in effect for that region. Now, we've already seen a lot of rainfall. As of the latest map here, we could see another 2 to 4 inches of rain out there. So be careful, Katie. Glitter says, how bad is it going to be for Pulaski, Kentucky? It starts at 6 a.m. I'm about to head to work, so I want to be able to prepare. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up Pulaski here for you. I do know that Kentucky is going to get a good amount. Let's see here. Is it Kentucky or Pulaski County, Kentucky? I'm assuming, because that's what's popping up here, towards like Somerset area. So obviously, the winds are going to be much more died down by then, but you're still going to be a little gusty. But rain is going to be right around 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. So if you're in a low lying area, it could be a little impactful out in that region. Let's see here. Is this going to hit Alabama? So yeah, we will have some impacts in Alabama on the eastern side. 4 to 6 inches along, the far eastern side expected. 2 to 4, for areas out there by like Dothan. could pick up a good amount of precipitation out there. Yeah. Now the winds will be a little bit lighter, but there still will be the shot for some really strong winds out there along the eastern side of Alabama. So absolutely, there will be some impacts. Let's see here. Family told my aunt to stay down there for a few days, but she's stubborn type, would rather go down with the ship than take a safe route. Yeah, there's a lot of people I know like that too. I live in Rocky Point on Tampa Bay. All the water got sucked out to the bay last hurricane that came through here. Hopefully you're doing good out there, man. Yeah, Tampa Bay got hit pretty good tonight. What about North Carolina? North Carolina depends where we're talking about. Western North Carolina is going to get absolutely pounded. We are talking a good 12 to 16 inches, locally higher amounts being expected. Now, all of that water's got to go somewhere, and it's going to go into the creeks, the streams, the rivers, and it's all going to be ponding up. So, let's see here. Thank you so much for everything you do. Stay safe, everyone. You're very welcome, my friend. No problem. What about Pennsylvania? This storm will not really affect Pennsylvania too much. What about Griffin, Georgia? Let's look. Let's see here. We're going to pull up Griffin, Georgia. By the way, guys, if you could leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, share this, y'all. If you guys could put this on like your Facebook walls or your Twitter, just to help spread that info, guys, that'd be much appreciated. So this area is going to see 35 to 45 sustained with gusts up to 75. So main winds are going to be tropical storm force, but we're going to have some gusts near like hurricane force. But you do have a hurricane warning, so keep that in mind. Sounds like you just staying with the ship. Yeah, honestly, I would stay here. Let's see here. Hayes says it's going to hit Levy County. Let's take a look at that here. Levy County. What is this, Florida? Levy County, Florida? Yeah, so we do have a hurricane warning in effect here, my friend. We are talking 30 to 40 sustained gusts up to 45. That's under hurricane force, which is interesting. But we do have hurricane warnings in place. But that is your winds as of the last update. Can I pull up Cookeville, Tennessee? Absolutely, my friend. I got you. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. Cookeville, Tennessee. Okay, so you're not in any form of warning right now. So that is that. The winds are going to be a lot lighter than they are now out there, of course. But yeah, you could pick up a good 2 to 4, maybe locally 4 to 6 up there in some of those regions. So a good amount of rainfall is expected. Thank you, Souls. Appreciate it. Poor photo, they've been through it. Yeah, they're getting hit pretty good. You're welcome, Hayes. No problem. You're welcome, Random Man. Let's see here. What about Dalton, Georgia? Dalton, Georgia. Let's see what we got going on here, man. So you're in a tropical storm warning. Sustained winds of 15 to 25 with gusts up to 45. So it could get a little gusty out there. Could get a tad bit gusty. But that is your expectancy and your rainfall totals. So you're up in northwestern side. So it's kind of spotty throughout here. Some regions 2 to 4, some regions 4 to 6. But expect 2 to 4 at least. Potentially higher amounts being quite possible. I'm flying into Nashville Saturday morning from Houston. Do I think I'll have a problem? Already got a warning from United. Will it hit as a 5? So I don't think it'll hit as a 5. It's like I said, mid category 4 right now, and it's running out of time to do anything. So she's going to hit hard as a category 4. Now, you said you're flying from Houston to Nashville. So Nashville, Tennessee. What day did you say that was? So Saturday morning. Yeah, I don't know. There could be some impacts because, Nashville's going to pick up a good 4 to 6 inches of rainfall out there. Yeah, keep a close eye on your airlines. Like I said, that's kind of a tough call for me to really make. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of things I really don't know about that. Let's see here. What's up, Rock? Hope you're doing good. What about Panama City? Panama City is... oh, did all my warnings go away? Why did all my tropical storm warnings and stuff go away? Anyways, y'all are under a tropical storm warning, by the way. Let's see if I can reset those. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why those things... Yeah, my whole thing just didn't stop working here. Let's go ahead and shut that down. We're going to reset it. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, it's a little too early to tell, Derek. I'm not really entirely too sure about all that. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. All the warnings are they just kind of went away. Let's see here. What about Huntsville, Alabama? So Huntsville, we're going to be getting a little bit of impacts out here towards Huntsville. We could see a good 2 to 4 inches of rainfall out there, so definitely looking out for that. It has not made landfall yet, Christy, but we're getting close. We are absolutely getting a lot closer to landfall here. You can see this is the coastline, and here's the eye of the storm. Not really symmetrical anymore, but still got that heavy burst of convection on the northern side, in which, like I mentioned, as we continue working our way down in time here, this is, going to continue pushing to the northeast here. It'll make landfall out there towards, like, coastal Perry is where we are expecting that. So, let's see here. Mohammed, so yeah, Tampa has been getting hit pretty darn hard lately, hopping over the radar now. We do got a couple of, bands of, still going on through the region here. But, basically from here on out, I believe that the conditions will be improving out there towards the region. We were expecting, 5 to 8 foot of storm surge. We definitely did see a lot of surges out in that region there. It definitely got pretty strong. Now, what's kind of crazy, guys, is it looks like it's safe to say that this storm's making a lot more of an easterly landfall than we previously assessed. We were thinking the storm would make landfall out there, kind of near Apalachicola, maybe slightly to the east, but it looks like that storm did move a little bit more to the east here overall. Like I said, it hasn't made landfall yet, but we're getting close. But, yeah. You're welcome, Muhammad. No problem, man. Let's see here. What about Heard? Is it Heard County? Heard County, Georgia? Let's pull this up here real quickly. See what we got going on here. All right, so you, my friend, like I said, my overlay is completely wiped away now. But, you could see a good 4 to 6 inches of rainfall out there. There is going to be a good amount of rain. The winds at that point were going to be down more towards like tropical storm force and stuff like that. So the winds are going to be, it's still going to be pretty windy out there, of course, but the winds will be, sub hurricane force out there. So, just a good concern for flooding in that region there. AGB says, hello from New York. What's up? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Hope you are doing good. So, like I said, a little bit of an update on the storm right now. She is a Category 4, sustained at 140 miles an hour. We're gusting heavier. And our central low is down to 941 millibars. So that is as of the 9 o'clock update here. We're going to pull up the hurricane hunters here. See what we got going on. Uh-oh. I think I done did it here. All right, let's go ahead and close that tab. There we go. Bring this one up. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here at the hurricane hunters. We can see kind of what they're doing here. 942 millibars was one of the last drop songs that we recorded here. Wow, dude. Yeah, she's been undergoing some steep pressure changes. I mean, this is earlier flight here, from 959 to 952 there. Quite a drop. I mean, she's been picking up some strength fairly quickly. Looks like we did just have a new pass in the eye, so we should be getting that data soon. I'd say within the next little bit, we will be getting that, that data out there. Superfly has not made landfall yet, my friend. It has not made landfall, but we're getting close. We're getting real close. Like I said, this is the coastline here. This is the eye. This is the Eyewall here. So we are right getting close to landfall. Landfall, like I said, will probably be sometime, but right around like 10 or 11 o'clock or so. Probably more towards like 11. Let's see here. I'm Trenton, Florida is here now. Well, stay safe out there, my friend. Halt says, is it going to hit the ground running or slow down a lot? Like I said, the storm's going to be moving fairly quickly. regardless, which is good. Obviously, if you have a slower moving storm, then that would allow for more of a flooding problem and stuff like that, which is just a mess. So the good news is the fact that, yeah, the storm here is going to be faster moving, which will make things a little bit better. But that also means that those winds are going to, the storm is going to be more intact as it rolls in more inland. So it's kind of a nasty trade-off. While we don't accumulate as much rain, we're still going to be stronger further inland, and that's kind of the big problem here. Now, we do have an enhanced risk here, that big tornado threat that we have. This is the latest on that. We do have a 10% chance for tornadoes along southern North Carolina, central and coastal South Carolina, as well as like eastern Georgia. Now, this is where we do have ourselves the potential for the greatest amount of tornadic activity. That will be basically between Jacksonville, Florida, all the way up towards like Wilmington, North Carolina. Between those two areas, that's where like the heaviest tornadic activity is going to be positioned there overall. I have friends there. Tell them to be careful. Let's see here. I'm outside. Nothing here. Clear sky. Well, stay safe out there, my friend. Let's see. Chloe says, I live in Columbus. Columbus, Georgia? Or Columbus, Ohio? So Columbus, Ohio, if you're up here in Ohio, there's not going to be that much impact. Now, Columbus, Georgia, we could feel some impacts out there. Let's see. We have an extreme hurricane. Yep, it's a nasty one, unfortunately. Like I said, this one's going to hit Florida pretty good. It's already been doing a toll on Florida all throughout today, and we're getting to the peak part right now. It is definitely pretty rough out there. Let's see here. I live in East Tennessee. Do I know what time it'll hit us? So out in Eastern Tennessee, it'll be making impacts here for basically like tomorrow afternoon. Depends on where you're at in Eastern Tennessee, but there is a good amount of rainfall expected for portions of Tennessee. But yeah, hopping back over here to this, as we approach our way into like tomorrow afternoon, that storm's low is going to be positioned over you, in which, it still could very well have some strong, winds with it. We could still have some, sustained winds of 45 gusting up to 70. At that point, it will be post-tropical overall. Let's see here. What time will it hit Columbus, Georgia? So it'll be out there by Columbus, Georgia here, basically, really early here for tomorrow overall. So the good news, though, is that there's not going to be a tornado threat for you, Chloe. It looks like that tornado threat's going to be east of you, which is I'm sure you're happy with that. But you're still going to have some strong winds out there. So know that. And also, whenever it comes to rainfall, we could be picking up a good 2 to 4 inches, locally higher amounts being possible. So keep that in mind. What's up, Cody? Hope you're doing good. Amity says, thank you. You're very welcome, my friend. Let's see here. I'm in Eustis, Florida. Any info? Let's take a look at Eustis. See what we got going on here for you. By the way, y'all, please be careful out there. So yeah, you're up in kind of the central portions here of the peninsula. You're north of kind of northwest of Orlando. The good news is that we're not going to have any coastal problems out here, so that's obviously great news. We're still, like I said, going to have some strong winds. We're going to have some tropical storm force winds and stuff like that going on out there. Let me go ahead and see if I can reset those warnings. For some reason, oh, there they go. Okay, we're back. So we do have tropical storm warnings in effect here, so you're going to be in for, sustained winds of 35 to 45 miles an hour with gusts up to 55. Why did they disappear again? What the heck, dude? Y'all see that, dude? My program, man, is glitching out here. Let's see. Tropical, turn that off. Maybe turn that off back on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this program. It's glitching. Glitching like crazy. Yes, Tennessee will get hit, my friend. You guys are going to get a good amount of rain out there. This is the latest projection from the WPC. You can see the totals here on the right hand side. So the yellow areas are going to see a good 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. The dark green 2 to 4, and the light green 1 to 2 inches overall. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, I wish I wish this thing would actually work again. It's always something, man. It's always something. Let's see here. What if I just like? Hopefully, because I'm hoping that this will. Yeah, there's really not a lot I can do about that. Let's see here. What about Tampa? So yeah, Tampa's been getting hit pretty good. Absolutely, you guys have been getting hit pretty darn good out there. We were expecting 5 to 8 foot of storm surge, which obviously from this point on things are going to probably start improving across Tampa. It's obviously still very windy out there. That's going to continue for several more hours, but so continue to see that windy conditions and. That surge is still going to continue. That coastal flooding threat is still going to continue for a little bit. So be careful out there, my friend. Be careful. Let's see here. Is the storm in Florida? Where is it? So right now, like I said, we're getting ready to make landfall here out there towards like coastal Perry, Florida. This is in the Big Bend of Florida here. So whenever it comes to it, east here, like east of Apalachicola, is where the landfall is going to be taking place. Between Apalachicola and Cedar Key, that's where the eye is going to go there. In which, this is actually a bit more further east than what we were anticipating. We were expecting that landfall to be somewhere along in this region here, but the storm is, actually going a little bit further to the east. Let's see here. What's the word on Perry? So yeah, Perry's going to get it. Oh, look, my thing popped up again. So Perry, like I said, you guys are going to be in for some pretty nasty activity. Whenever it comes to it, we are talking 95 to 115 mile per hour wind gusts, 115 mile an hour sustained with gusts up to 135 overall. Superfly says this site is a waste. He refuses to answer. Yeah, sorry that you're upset, but I don't need you to continue on. So get out of here. But no, you guys know I'm helping y'all out. Somebody just gets a little impatient. But yeah, so like I said, yeah, Perry's going to get hit pretty good. And we're talking sustained winds, once again, 95 to 115 with gusts up to 135. So please be careful out there, my friend. Whenever it comes to the overall, rainfall totals, we're going to see a good, like I said, 4 to 6 inches overall. So absolutely. Do I think there'll be a tornado threat in inland of Tampa? Right now there's strong winds and a lot of rain. So the tornado threat does indeed include Tampa. Absolutely. So be careful out there, my friend. There will be a couple spin up tornadoes going on in the general region, but overall the idea of you getting a tornado is just extremely low. Even though you're in that threat, the odds are, like I said, fairly low. Let's see here. It is a hurricane, yes, Lily. Like I said, she's currently a Category 4, sustained winds here of 140 miles an hour. We are gusting a lot higher, likely up to right around 160 or so. And whenever it comes to the pressure, we're down to 941 millibars right now. Let's see. What's the name of the hurricane? The name is Helene. The name is Helene. Let's see. Extreme wind warning is crazy. Yeah, man, I've never really seen that before. It makes sense. So if you don't know what we're talking about, they actually put a special warning, extreme wind warning out there for the landfall area where the eye is going to go through. So Charlotte says, you're literally the best. Thank you so much. My family has been looking for answers, and we got them. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Charlotte. No problem. Like I said, we're here for you. How bad will Kentucky be hit? So Kentucky's going to get a good amount of rain out there. Like I mentioned, we are seeing 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. along kind of the central eastern side of Kentucky. Now the western side, towards like Louisville, Bowling Green, like Paducah, we definitely could pick up a good amount of rain out there. Good 4 to 6 inches, and it could be a little windy too. But as of now, there's nothing crazy going on with with any like tropical storm warnings or anything like that. Those are not in effect for those regions. So let's see here. This one's Helene. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's see here. Amity, thank you so much for the $3. I appreciate that, my friend. That's very, very sweet of you. Thank you, Amity. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Let's see, path of the eye after landfall. So it is going to work its way up into southern Georgia. By the time we approach near Tifton, she's going to be still a hurricane, a Category 2, sustained of 105 with gusts up to 125. That's for the morning, tomorrow morning, so that's 2 a.m. It'll still be a Cat 2 in southern Georgia because, like I said, the storm's moving fairly quickly overall. Now, whenever it comes to it here, we're going to continue pulling up to the north. The storm's going to, get downgraded to a tropical storm. It's going to go right over or right next to Atlanta, as a tropical storm, delivering some strong winds and stuff like that. Overall, the expected rainfall will be right around 4 to 6 inches overall. So definitely a good amount of rain out there towards Atlanta. Let's see here. Yeah, hopefully, like I said, Florida, I understand. I get that. Hopefully everybody will, get through this okay. We've been preparing you guys for several days at this point. We've been forecasting this for a very, very long time. Like I said, I hope that I've helped you guys out a lot. Once again, I've done about everything I can to make sure you guys are weather aware, make sure you guys are prepared. We've done several days worth of forecasting and, now the live coverage and stuff like that. So, and this is the way it's going to be with, any storm that threatens, tropical or not. Winter storms we cover too, severe weather events and everything like that. So, if you guys could do me a favor, maybe consider subscribing. It'd be much appreciated, and would definitely help us out, help everybody out in general. So I appreciate y'all very, very much. Let's see. I'm getting hit with a hurricane right now. Is there a big chance of Florida getting a tornado? Yeah, so there will likely be, a handful of tornadoes throughout Florida. We've already had numerous tornado warnings throughout today. Like I mentioned beforehand, the odds of, you specifically getting a tornado is very low, very, very low. But remember that there is, a tornado risk, and if you get a tornado warning, then you need to take action, okay? But as of right now, there is currently no tornado warnings in Florida, but we do have a handful of them in like southern South Carolina and like eastern, and one out there towards central Georgia. So, if you're in a tornado warning, make sure that you are inside, like I said, of your safe spot. Let's see here. Do I know the total amount of tornado warnings? I do not, Florida weather. I do not. When does hurricane season end? It ends in the end of November. Let's see. I live in Pensacola, Florida. Is it safe to travel to Tampa tonight? So let's see here. Pensacola to Tampa. I would not advise it. I would not advise it. Because, that storm's going to continue to batter Florida throughout the overnight. So definitely would wait a bit. Not to mention, there's probably going to be some, down trees and, power lines and stuff like that on the roads that take you to the region there. So I would heavily advise against it. Lily says, I'm subscribing. Very helpful information. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. Let's see. I was just under a tornado warning and had to hide. All right. Well, like I said, I'm glad to see you're still chatting, John. And like I said, hopefully you stay safe out there, man. And if you guys need anything, like I said, I'm here. You guys know I'm here for you. We care about you. We want to keep you guys weather aware and prepared. So, like I said, if there's anything I can do for you, if you guys want me to look at, a specific area, stuff like that, let me know. Let's see, confirmed tornado off the shore, headed towards Savannah. Oh, it is observed, isn't it? Oh, confirmed waterspout located 5 miles south of Tybee Island here. Moving northwest at 50. Weather spotters confirmed water spouts moving on shore. So, yeah, that's a big problem. So that includes Tybee Island, White Marsh Island, Dutch Island, Savannah, Georgia, Bluffton, Pritchardville, Levy, and Limehouse. Make sure you guys are inside your safe spot, okay? What's up, Tori? Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Greetings from Russia. Wow, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Hello from the States. I said that the hurricane in Columbus, Georgia is going to hit tomorrow. Yeah, so early tomorrow, Chloe. So the storm's going to be obviously making landfall right now, or very, very shortly. Well, actually, we're getting close because the Eyewall's starting to hit land here. So we're, getting closer to that point. Anyways, but yeah, so as we continue to pull up, we go into tomorrow morning, then it's going to be towards southern Georgia. So as we approach 2 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern time, the storm's going to be out there by Tifton, still as a hurricane, still as a Category 2, sustained around 105 with gusts up to 125 around that point. So pretty strong. John, absolutely, yeah. Tornadoes will persist throughout tonight through tomorrow as well for some areas. The tornado threat will not be gone anytime soon, unfortunately. Is Davis Island going to get hit badly? I have family there. Is there going to be flooding? Let's see here. I'm going to pull up Davis Island. Is this Tampa? Is this Tampa? Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, no, this area has definitely been experiencing some flooding. Just Tampa Bay in general has been experiencing a lot of flooding out there. If this is Tampa that you're looking at, then, from here on out, things should be getting a little bit better. But yeah, so yeah, check in on them, make sure they're doing okay. What's up, Scott? Pretty good. Let's see. Is it passing Cape Coral? Let's see here. Pull up Cape Coral, Florida. So you, my friend, okay, so the storm is way up here to the now, so the conditions will start to get better up there towards Cape Coral. So what you've already seen is likely going to be your max. Let's see. Will it hit Huntsville? So Huntsville is going to feel effects from it. There's currently no active warnings in place, like hurricane or tropical storm warnings in effect, but there will be a good amount of rain, maybe 2 to 4 inches, locally 4 to 6 possible. So regardless, a good amount of rainfall is expected out there by Huntsville. Let's see. Would I say that there's a high chance or a low chance for eastern Georgia? For tornadoes, we do actually have a decent chance for tornadoes along eastern Georgia. Absolutely. Some of our greatest tornado threat is actually from, northeastern Florida by Jacksonville, cutting through eastern Georgia, going through central eastern South Carolina into southern North Carolina. So this yellow area, that's a 10% chance for tornadoes. So basically, let's say you live in Charleston. So within 25-mile radius of Charleston, there's a 10% chance a tornado will drop in that region. The brown's a 5% chance and the green's a 2%, so lower probabilities. Let's see. Stop raining in Middleburg. Gotcha. What about Macon? Bacon. So we do got ourselves a little tornado threat. So here's the thing. So if that core goes to the east of Macon, that would allow there to be really not a tornado threat. However, the further west that that center goes, that would probably put you in more of a greater tornado threat. Now, right now, there's a pretty low tornado threat due to some uncertainty in the track. But, it depends on where the core goes. There's a solid chance it might go right near Macon. So, as of now, the threat's there, but fairly low. I have a friend that lives, I have a friend whose house is on the bank of Hillsborough River in Tampa. Water is halfway to his house. Hopefully it goes down to. Wow. Hopefully he's doing okay. Puss in Boots says, is there a good chance of tornadoes in Hampton, Georgia? Let's see, my friend. Take a look at that. Hampton, Georgia. Okay, so we have a 2% chance, and you're right on the edge of it. Yeah, honestly, I'm not super concerned for a lot of tornadic activity out there. Most of that threat's going to be east of you, so you're still in the 2%. Keep an eye on it, but the odds are pretty low. Is this hurricane going to be gone in Wesley Chapel, Florida by tomorrow? Well, tomorrow morning or afternoon. Gotcha. Let's see here. Okay, so out in this region. So, yeah, the storm is pulling through. Conditions will continue throughout tonight and into tomorrow. But conditions, like I said, from here on out are going to start to get a little bit better. As that higher pressure builds back in and as the storm kind of rolls through. It is a pretty big storm, unfortunately, yeah. Let's see. Robert says, is Leesburg involved? Which Leesburg, Robert? There's a lot of Leesburgs out there. What about Warner Robins? Let's see here. Pull up Warner Robins, Georgia. All right, so you, my friend, yeah, so the storm's going to be right in like low-end hurricane strength to tropical storm as we approach, as the storm approaches you. So keep that in mind. You, my friend, are in a hurricane warning. Sustained winds of 65 to 85 with gusts up to 95 being possible. So, yeah, so that's that. So absolutely, please be careful out there. There's a lot of rain. That's a lot of wind. Sorry, it's getting late, y'all. I've been up for a long time. I've been up since like 4 a.m. this morning, so I'm a little whooped. But, yeah, a good 2 to 4 inches of rainfall out there could be expected. So pretty decent on that. Let's see. What about North Carolina, says Kinsley? So it depends on where you're at and depends on what you're talking about. So tornado threat for North Carolina, the greatest will be on the southern side. We have 10% chance across the yellow, 5% chance across the brown, and 2% chance across the green. Now, rain is going to be the biggest concern on the western side of North Carolina. We could pick up a good amount of rain up there towards the western side of North Carolina, towards the the Appalachian Mountains. 12 to 16 inches with locally higher amounts will be expected out there. So pretty good amount. Let's see here. Lily, it's a Category 4 right now. What about Leesburg, Florida? Okay, Leesburg, Florida. Gotcha. Let's see here. I'm going to pull this up for you. Leesburg, Florida. Okay, so yeah, you're kind of on the central side. So the good news is that, from here on out, the storm will, likely start to improve for you. We're going to continue to see some bands on and off here. We are expecting some tropical storm conditions out here. And, we could pick up another, inch or so of rainfall. Let's see here. Smosh says, thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. What's it looking like in Atlanta? Atlanta could see a good amount of rain, man. 4 to 6 inches out there. 4 to 6 inches. And Atlanta, let's see. Oops. And Atlanta here has a tropical storm warning in effect for 40 to 50 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 75 overall. Let's see here. Hunter says, check Greenville, North Carolina, please. I got you. Don't worry. Greenville, North Carolina. You, my friend, are not in any form of warnings. There's a small tornado threat here. Honestly, yeah, you're not going to really feel that much heavy effects out of it. Am I getting hit? Yeah, I've been. I live in Polk County. I live down here, so conditions are going to get a little bit better for me from here on out. Let's see. Is this a big thing? Like, should I be nervous? You should be concerned, but like I said, try not to worry yourself over it. It is a concerning storm, but like I said, try not to worry yourself over it. Let's see. My school got canceled tomorrow. Oh, gotcha, Hunter. Yeah, a lot of schools down here are closed due to the storm. Absolutely. But we're getting right to the point of landfall, my friends. We're getting there. I'm getting super tired. I ain't gonna lie with y'all. It's been a long day for me. I've been up for hours and hours. I've been up for so long. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be live for, but I did want to hop on here for a little bit. Do a little bit of coverage with y'all and stuff like that. And if you guys did enjoy it, Or if you guys do enjoy this, consider leaving a like, hitting that subscribe button. Most importantly, sharing this if you guys could. I really do appreciate it. Once again, thank you guys. Let's see here. What about Columbus? Columbus, Georgia? So the good news is that those conditions are going to be, much better since you're going to be on the left-hand side of the storm here overall. Oh my gosh! Dude, Proxy coming in with $100 super chat. Holy cow, dude! Oh my gosh, Proxy, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. Holy cow, dude. Saying stay safe, Andrew, we need you. Thank you. Proxy, seriously, that is really sweet of you. Holy cow. Proxy, thank you so much for that. That is really, really sweet of you. Proxy, you're amazing. Thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate that. I'm going to keep on trying, Prox. I've been up for a long time. I've been up since like 4 or 5 in the morning. I did 3 hours of coverage this morning. Did an hour and a half of, outside streaming, and, now a little over an hour here on this here. And plus, I've been running around all day. But seriously, Proxy, thank you so much. That is really, really sweet of you. You did not have to do that, my friend. But that'll help us out a ton. So thank you so much. Let's see here. What about St. Pete? St. Petersburg. We've been dealing with a lot of surges, a lot of swelling out there along St. Pete. We're still seeing tropical storm conditions and stuff like that. So we're definitely still seeing a lot of heavy impacts out there. Surges, like I mentioned, we're expecting 5 to 8 foot. Those coastal areas are definitely still, feeling the effects, as well as, a lot of winds out there still ongoing. So please be careful out there. From here on out, the conditions they should start getting a lot better, as that storm pulls to the north. Absolutely. Let's see. Can I check on Roanoke Rapids? I got you, my friend. Let's go ahead and hop over here to Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. So let's see here. Jordan, my man, coming in with a $5 Venmo donation. Let's see here. You say that my internet's bad. Like I said, I'm kind of going through a hurricane right now, so my internet might not be the best, but I appreciate the 5, man. Thank you. But yeah, Roanoke Rapids, this area of North Carolina is not going to be really heavily affected. Matter of fact, you're probably not going to see much activity at all from that system. So let's see here. Kinsley says, "It's so cool you just gained a subscriber." Thank you, Kinsley. I appreciate that. What about Jacksonville? Says Catherine. So yeah, Jacksonville, we're expecting tropical storm conditions here. 1 to 3 foot of storm surge along the coast. Sustained winds of 30 to 40 with gusts up to 60 is your expectancy. And rainfall, the latest WPC outlook does not really have a lot of rain, less than an inch or so. So yeah, not going to see a lot of rain out there. But you'll definitely feel the winds, and you'll definitely notice the surges out there. Like I said, 1 to 3 foot, it's kind of mild surging, Definitely really mild compared to, what's going on up there in the Big Bend. 15 to 20 foot storm surge is absolutely ridiculous. So, please be careful out there. It still is, like I said, it still definitely is, coastal concern. And so, let's see here. Can I please check on Altamonte, Florida? Absolutely. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so this area, like I said, remember, we do have a potential for a couple isolated tornadoes, throughout tonight. Once again, the odds of you specifically getting a tornado is pretty low, so keep that in mind. But, like I mentioned, we do have that threat. We are expecting some tropical storm conditions out there. We obviously do not have any coastal problems because, we're not on the coast here. But definitely expect some gusty winds and, a little bit of rainfall here. But, that's, conditions should definitely start improving here. Let's see here. Lily says, I have to go now. I really appreciate your info. I'm now subscribed. Stay safe, get some rest. Thank you so much, Lily. Appreciate that. Over here in Huntsville, they're going to shut down Arsenal. How bad is it going to be? So Huntsville, Alabama, the winds aren't going to be super crazy out there, but we're going to experience a good amount of rainfall, maybe 2 to 4 inches. Locally higher. Oh, let's see here. My neighbor's flagpole is about to blow over. Oh, that's not good. What does the brown/red mean? So this is our tornado probability outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center. So the yellow, that is representing a 10% chance for tornadoes. For example, we'll use Charleston. So within 25-mile radius of Charleston, or just any area in here, 10% chance for tornado happening. The brown showing a 5% chance of happening, and then, of course, the green 2%. Let's see here. Blondie says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. No problem. No problem. Let's see here. I'm in Tennessee. Should I be worried? I wouldn't be worried, but like I said, keep it out there for your local forecast because, we're going to get a little bit of winds out there, as well as a good amount of rain up in some of those regions there. So, be careful. Let's see. I live in Tallahassee. We evacuated last night to East Pensacola. Crazy winds, yeah. Glad to see that you're taking this serious, my friend, and I said, wish you the best. Yeah, Tallahassee actually seems like they're really dodging a bullet with this one. You guys are on the western side of that storm, so there's really no tornadic threat, but there still is definitely going to be some strong winds out there by Tallahassee. Absolutely. Can I check on Fort Myers? Absolutely. Fort Myers, Florida. So we are currently, conditions are going to start improving out here. We still have a couple bands rolling through here overall. So conditions will definitely be improving through some of those regions there. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall still on the WPC forecast. So, definitely could see a little bit more rain out there with some of those bands and stuff like that. We're still pretty windy. But like I mentioned, the storm you can see is far to the northwest now, so things are going to start getting a little better. Let's see here. I evacuated PC all the way to Mississippi. Gotcha. Well, like I said, I'm glad to see that you're taking this serious. Mississippi, like I said, you guys are not getting really impacted out there at all, so you should be good. Should be good, but I'm proud of you for doing that. Let's see. Hunter says, can I check on Emerald Isle? Yes, I got you. Got you, Hunter. Let's see. North Carolina. Okay, so you're along the coast here of North Carolina. So we're not expecting any surges out here, which is good. We do have a small, relatively small tornado threat. So, a couple isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out. So keep an eye out there for that. If you get a tornado warning, go to your safe spot. Now, rainfall seems pretty light. Maybe an inch or so could be possible. So, not super crazy impacts. There's no hurricane or tropical storm warnings for you. So, you are pretty good. So, let's see. Onward says safe here in northern Michigan. You do good work, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Can I check on Concord, North Carolina? Of course I can. Got you, Kinsley. Let's see. You, my friend, are in like I said, it's kind of a small tornado, or, it's not really a super great tornado threat, but, there's a chance for a couple isolated tornadoes. Once again, the odds of you getting one is very low, so don't try not to stress over that. But if there's a warning, take action. Go to your safe spot. But, we could pick up a good 2 to 4 inches out there. 2 to 4 inches of, rainfall. Could be a good amount of rain out there. The winds will be a little bit better out here than they would be towards Georgia and Florida, of course. So absolutely. So keep it out there for that. Maryland's not going to really be affected too much by the storm. My friend's on vacation in Destin/Panama City. Okay, so those areas, so between Panama City and Destin, so Destin does not have any warning, but Panama City, we do have a tropical storm warning in effect. Winds of 25 to 35 sustained with gusts up to 60. So whenever it comes to that, we are going to be seeing, some tropical storm conditions overall. So let's see here. Is Savannah having tornado warnings right now? Yes, we do have a tornado warning in effect for Savannah, kind of the western side, towards Georgetown, Henderson, Vernonburg, and White Bluff. Be careful out there. What about Athens, Georgia? Let's see what I can do. I'm going to pull up Athens. Athens, Georgia. Okay, so you, my friend, have a pretty low tornado threat. We could pick up a good maybe 2 to 4 inches, locally higher, 4 to 6. So, this, my friend's not going to affect Chicago. EL, you're good. You're good. But yeah, so small tornado threat. If you get a warning, then seek shelter. But those winds could definitely be pretty strong. Tropical storm conditions are certainly a possibility. Let's see here. What about Nassau, Bahamas? This storm's not affecting the Bahamas, thankfully. Or not really that heavily. So, let's see here. What about Connecticut? Yeah, this is not really affecting Connecticut either. Moses, thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. Let's see. Is Atlanta good? So Atlanta's going to definitely get some strong winds out there. Prepare for that, and a good amount of rainfall throughout Atlanta. We could see a good 4 to 6 inches on the the latest forecast map here from the WPC. So 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is expected out there. So prepare for that. I'm just east of Gainesville, Florida. We've been getting some strong gusts for the last couple hours. Stay safe out there, my friend. What about Ohio? Southern Ohio could pick up a little bit of rainfall. Cincinnati could maybe pull up maybe 2 to 4 inches rainfall out there. So, a little bit of rain for the south side, but more of the northern central sides, not a whole lot of impacts out there. Let's see here. Is there another one coming? Maybe. We'll have to watch it. I was actually mentioning that earlier in my other live stream that there might be another system. It's still far away. It's not a lot of support on it, but just remember we're in peak hurricane season. Actually going down the ladder now. So just know that stuff like this is still very much possible. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's see. Hope and power doesn't go out. I'm in a rural area, a lot of trees. All right, well, stay safe, my friend. And once again, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Please let me know. Like I said, y'all, I'm trying to hold on, man. I'm getting whooped. Like I said, I've been up since like 4 or 5 in the morning here. We did a lot of tracking today. A lot of observations and stuff like that. I had a busy day. So I'm gonna try to push a little bit longer, y'all. But trying the hardest I can. What kind of winds in Atlanta? So we do have a tropical storm warning in Atlanta. Winds could be sustained to 40 to 50 with gusts up to 75 out there. So that's kind of where we stand there, Chris, for Atlanta. And then, like I mentioned, with the rainfall and stuff like that, Atlanta could pull up a good 4 to 6 inches overall. Power's out in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Really? Already? Goodness. Wow, yeah, the storm's not even really up there yet. Let's see here. Kansas says, get some sleep, man. I appreciate that. At least I'm going to keep on pushing as long as I can, though. You're welcome, Chris. No problem. Let's see. Do I think Greenwood State Park will see big impacts on camping? Let me pull up Greenwood State Park. Let's see. Is that... I'm assuming over here, I guess, Greenwood. There's a chance for a couple isolated tornadoes. Once again, the odds of that happening for you is pretty low, but, keep that in mind. You're going to see a good amount of rain out there, 2 to 4 mostly, but, you could have some localized amounts of 4 to 6 out there overall. So, that is a possibility. Good amount of rain, chance for a couple isolated tornadoes. Keep that in mind. Okay? Let's see here. What about Columbia, South Carolina? Yeah, kind of the same thing applies to you as well, my friend. Kind of the same area there. Buck says, just subbed and turned on notifications. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Proxy says, get some rest, Andrew. You don't want to get sick from pushing yourself too hard. And W16 family cares about you. I know, like I said, it sucks. I wish I had more energy. I'm going to keep pushing as long as I can, though. Like I mentioned, I want to... the longer I'm live here, the more people I can help out, and hopefully, help ease some things for you guys. But, I am human after all. It's a little hard. It's a little hard, but I'm going to keep on pushing. long as I can. Down here in Collier County, let's see, getting right now is light rain, 24-mile-an-hour winds. Gotcha. Yeah, a little windy out there. Farron says my sister lives in Brunswick, Georgia, and her daughter in Atlanta. And both tell me on the phone they're without power right now. Oh, wow. Okay. Hopefully they get that back here soon. Around how many people were evacuated overall? I am not sure the number of people that were evacuated. I do know that there was quite a few counties that were in the evacuation out there. And like I said, I hope that they evacuated. Don't be a hardhead, y'all. Please, I mean, like I said, it's kind of too late at this point, and the storm's already here. But for any future systems, don't be a hardhead. I know a lot of people who are. Let's see here. There was a water spout close to me. Oh, goodness. I am glad that it didn't get near you, or right over you. That would have been not good. What do I think the wind gusts will be for upstate South Carolina? I mean, if my warnings would actually show up again, that would be pretty useful. Here, let's see if I can get that back up. Yeah, like I mentioned, my software has been glitching here. Let's go ahead and reset that real quickly again. Hopefully that'll fix it, which I hope that it'll load. But, we definitely could get some pretty... Yeah, it's not really wanting to load. It's going to get a little gusty up there. We do have some tropical storm warnings for some of those areas, so keep that in mind. A couple tornadoes, like I said, cannot be ruled out either, so we'll keep an eye out there for that. Let's see here. What are the wind gusts here in Citrus County? Let's look. Let's see here. We're going to pull up Citrus County, Florida. All right, so you guys, as of right now, gusting right around 43. That's as of 10:15 p.m. So that's not that long ago. Not that long ago. Yeah, gusting around 43 or so. Let's see. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Please use generators, please be careful with generators. Never use them indoors. Make sure you use the right fuel. Absolutely, yeah. You don't want to have carbon monoxide poisoning. I have a friend in Cape Coral and a dad in Sarasota. How are they faring? So Sarasota, down here, the conditions are going to start getting a little bit better out there towards Sarasota over the next little bit. The storm is pulling away from you guys. So they've already kind of really experienced the worst of it overall. Let's see. Do I think that this will be a Cat 1 in Athens? It'll likely be upper tropical storm force at that point. As we approach near Athens. Let's see, Johnny says, "Wild, love the work." Thank you, I appreciate that, Johnny. Like I said, I'm a little bit tired, y'all. I ain't gonna lie with you. I've been up for so long. Like I said, 4 or 5 a.m. this morning. I woke up. I did 3 hours of coverage in the morning with you guys, and then getting prepped and all that fun stuff, and observing all day, and then doing another live stream, and then now this live stream. So 3 live streams today. So did as much as I really can, but I'm gonna keep on pushing a little bit longer, y'all. Like I said, I know it's a little hard for me, but to keep on going at this point. But I'm gonna keep on pushing. Let's see here. Do I think Fort Myers will get hit with anything? Let's see here. Let me go and pull up Fort Myers, Florida. Okay, so they're already kind of pulling away from the storm here. That's the thing. Fort Myers definitely did feel the effects, yes. From here on out, conditions will be starting to improve. So, that region's already pretty much seen the worst of it. Let's see here. Kenza says, "I have to go. Thanks for your help." You're very welcome. No problem. Laura, you're welcome. What's up, WX? What will Melbourne get? Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull up Melbourne here. Florida. So you're along the eastern coast here. Yeah, same thing kind of applies for you. Some of those heaviest conditions are, improving. not a whole lot of rain expected out there. So, let's see. We're in Kathleen, Georgia. Just wondering what the wind gusts should expect. Let's look. Let's see here. Kathleen, Georgia. Okay, I wish my overlay would work for once. Like I said, my overlay hasn't been being stupid, or the software's been being stupid and not wanting to load anything tropical related. So, but out there towards the region, you know, we're still likely going to be, you know, in Category 1 strength. So we're going to be, you know, definitely feeling, you know, still potentially some hurricane conditions out there. So keep that in mind. You know, like I said, I wish I could really show you that. Sometimes my program works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it's not really working very well, but, you know, we're still going to be in that realm of things here. It really sucks, man. I really wish I could. Really wish I could. Let me try restarting it again for a third time. It doesn't really seem to work very well. Let's see. Noah says, thank you so much for your hard work. You're very welcome, my friend. Like I said, you guys are welcome. You know, we're here for you. Want to help out as much as I can. Yeah, see, it's not even overlay in the warnings, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Like I said, I really wish I could. Let's see. What about Perry? Wait, where's Perry? Where was Perry? Oh yeah, Perry's getting, yeah, you guys are gonna get hit pretty good. You know, Perry's gonna actually feel some of the worst of it. And matter of fact, actually, Perry is kind of getting into Eyewall right now. So, kind of worried about my hour-long drive to campus tomorrow. Deltona to Orlando. So tomorrow it should be a lot better. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I wouldn't worry about it too much. You know, from Deltona to Orlando, that's. You know, tomorrow the storm's going to be up here up in Georgia. A lot of the storm is going to be relatively gone. So, let's see here. What about St. Louis tomorrow? St. Louis, like Missouri, you guys are going to be pretty good. However, St. Louis will probably see, you know, at least an inch of rain or so out of the system. You know, we're going to feel maybe a little bit of rain out of it, but you know, that's not going to be super impactful out towards that way. And even then, that wouldn't be tomorrow. That would likely be Saturday. Let's see. You're very welcome. No problem. Very, very welcome. All right, let's see here. But yeah, so like I said, y'all, right now, we are currently a Category 4 storm, sustained at 140 as of the last update. Central low is down to 939 millibars. We had a 10 o'clock update. This was about a half hour ago. Pressure down to 939. The winds are 140. Oh, look, my thing pops up now. Hey, let's see here. Hey, J Loves, are you still here, man? Let me see if I can get this done for you real quickly. Kathleen, Georgia. I'm going to try to do this. Kathleen, Georgia. You're in a hurricane warning, man. Here we go. 65 to 85 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 95. 95. There you go. I managed to squeeze it in for you. Hopefully that helped. Let's see. Let's see here. How much rain and wind does it take for numerous trees to be down? I mean, obviously rain kind of loosens up the ground, and you know, it depends on the tree. I mean, it depends on the type of tree. It depends on how big the tree is. It depends on the health of the tree. You know, there's so many factors. So many factors. Let's see here. Has it made landfall? It is in the process at this point, yes. Yeah, the Eyewall is officially over land, and the eye is moving inland too. So, J-Love said you're awesome. Thank you. No problem, man. No problem. You're welcome. Let's see, Lexington, Kentucky. Sorry. No, you're good. Let's see, Lexington. Oh, look at that. My overlay went away again. So Lexington, Kentucky. It might be a little windy out there. I wish I could show you how windy it is, but since things are not working right now, we do expect a good amount of rain. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, locally higher amounts possible. So you'll definitely feel the rain there. It's not looking good for upstate South Carolina. Thanks for your work. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Be careful out there. Mark says Douglas, Georgia. Okay, so Douglas, we do got our so we're actually going to see some pretty hefty conditions out there towards Douglas. We're still likely going to be in hurricane force winds out there. We do have a chance for a couple tornadoes. And whenever it comes to the rainfall and stuff like that, you're kind of right on the 1 to 2 inch line, maybe locally higher. So that's that. Hey, I live in Perry, Florida. What's it like there? I evacuated. Perry, Florida is getting hit pretty hard right now, my friend. Like I mentioned right now, let's see, this is the last update. This is at 10:15. We have 63 mile an hour wind gusts. That's before the Eyewall hit, really. Well, the Eyewall is actually kind of getting in the process of hitting Perry right now. So, yeah, they're getting hit pretty good. Hopefully, everything will be good by the time you get back there. And not a lot of damage, I hope not. So, best of luck to you, man. I know the focus is on, let's see here, but is this, or I know this is the focus, but is there another system upcoming? We'll have to see. Whatever it is, it's too early to tell right now. Howdy from Howdy from Liberty, Kentucky. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. What about tornadoes in upstate South Carolina? SPC has a 2%. What do I think as of right now? Depends on where you're at, but yeah, we do have a 2% up there towards like Greenville, Columbia, 5% out there, and we do have the greatest threat for tornadoes on the yellow area here, all the way from like northeastern Florida by Jacksonville up towards like southern North Carolina by Wilmington. There will likely be a couple tornadoes out there towards South Carolina. We've already had a couple confirmed. So keep an eye out there for that. And if you get a tornado warning, then that's when you take action. Okay. Let's see here. What's up, Jen? Hope you're doing good. Where to make landfall? Hi from Alabama. Just joined. What's up? So right now it's making landfall in the Big Bend of Florida. You can see there's Perry, Florida. And here's the Big Bend. You can see Apalachicola down here. So this is the Big Bend. Made landfall on the Big Bend of Florida out there by Perry. Let's see here. Charlotte says, my guy, thanks for broadcasting. No problem. Are there any tornadoes in Madison County? Let me look. Sorry, I gotta sit up here. Like I said, y'all, I'm getting a little sleepy, y'all. I've been up since like 4 or 5 a.m. So I'm a little bit tired. Been working all day here too. Let's see, Madison County. Is this in Florida? Oh yeah, there we go. And just wasn't hopping up there. Anyway, so Madison. So right now there's no tornado warnings in effect for Madison. However, we do have a tornado threat, so keep an eye out there for that. A couple isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out. So keep it in mind. But like I said, the odds of you getting a tornado is extremely low. Let's see. You really know your stuff. Not a fearmonger and a good person. Thanks, man. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. As I keep things honest with you, I'm not here for the clicks. I'm here just to help out. I know there's too many people out there, man, who's just in it for the money, in it for the clicks. Like I said, all I ever ask for is just, you guys stay tuned and, share this and stuff like that just to help get that word out there. That's all I care about. Let's see here. Jen says, thanks so much. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome, my friend. What about Knoxville, Tennessee? Let's go ahead and take a look here at Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay, so you guys are going to get a little gusty winds out in that way. You're kind of in a little channel here, 1 to 2 inches, but don't be surprised if that get bumps up a little bit. Expect at least 1 to 2 inches. Overall, so we could see a little bit of rain out there, and we also could be a little bit windy in some of those spots. Thanks for putting in effort to do this. No problem. You're very welcome, y'all. I care about y'all. Let's see. Thank you, Charlotte. Appreciate that. What about Tallahassee? Like I said, Tallahassee dodged a bullet, man. You guys are still likely going to experience some hurricane conditions. You know, the Eyewall is just to the southeast of Tallahassee, right here. You know, those winds were much higher in the forecast than they are now, thankfully. But we're still going to, like I said, we're still going to be feeling some heavy effects out there. But yeah, so, you know, Tallahassee, please be careful out there. You know, you're on the clean side of the storm, so that, you know, that tornado threat really doesn't exist anymore. You know, it's really that eastern side of the storm, you know, that dirty side of the storm, we call it, where we have that strong wind, wind shear, the winds violently changing wind speed and direction with altitude, plus our instability on the, you know, on the right hand side, while the left hand side not really supportive for that. Let's see here. How about Hendersonville, North Carolina? Been raining all day. Thanks, God. No problem. Let's see here. Let's pull up Hendersonville, North Carolina. Okay, so yeah, you got a small tornado threat. Okay, here's the thing, my friend. You're gonna see a lot of rain. I hate to say this, but there's gonna be a big threat for flooding out in some of those regions there. Now, locally, it's very different. Okay. Whenever it comes to it, we are going to be seeing some areas likely getting up to over a foot, you know, 12 to 16 inches in the red areas, locally higher amounts. Now, all that water's got to go somewhere. So it's going to be going, you know, down the streams. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. It's been up for so long. It's going to be going somewhere. So it's going to be going in the streams, the rivers, and like I said, the overall, you know, bodies of water, and all that's going to accumulate somewhere. So there's going to be a flooding concern. If you're in a flooding threat, or if you're in an area that floods easily, keep that you know in mind. And if you have to seek higher ground, I'd recommend it, because it's going to be a lot of rain out there for those regions. Has it officially made landfall? I would consider so. Yes. I mean, you know, the Eyewall is over land now, and you know the Eye is also going over land. So I would consider the storm making landfall right now. Yes. Let's see. What about Perry? Yeah, like I said, Perry is where the landfall is kind of taking place. You know, Perry right now is kind of in the eye wall. You guys are getting hit pretty good. Alex says, "Thank you, kind sir. You're very welcome, my friend. You're very, very welcome." No problem. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, you know, I'll be here to answer them to the best of my abilities here. I'm sorry my program's being stupid. You know, wish it would actually cooperate. So, but anyways, but I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all very much. How bad is it going to hit Atlanta? So Atlanta's going to be getting some tropical storm conditions out there. We do have a tropical storm warning in effect for Atlanta, and we could be seeing a good 4 to 6 inches of rainfall out that way. So that is what we're standing there. That's kind of what, you know, we're looking at out there for right now. You're welcome, Susie. No problem. No problem at all, my friend. Let's see here. What's the wind speed? So right now we are sustained at 140, which is much higher than we were expecting. The storm is stronger than what we expected, and it's further east than what we expected. So it's a beast. But currently sustained at 140. You know, we're gusting obviously higher. And right now the central low is down to 939 millibars, which is a very, very strong storm. Roy says, "Hi, I'm in a hurricane. Be careful, my friend." No, it's a Category 4. 140 is Category 4 strength. Cat 4 starts at 130 and greater. We are at 140 at the moment. How many tornadoes have been confirmed so far? I am not entirely sure. If I had that info, I would let you know, but I really don't know. I've been kind of focusing on my area here lately, you know, today. When I'm off stream, and I'm sure there's been, you know, some tornadoes unfortunately happened then, so. Let's see here. Green Wave says, "Good evening. Is Panama City going to get worse than it is now?" So, you know, Panama City is kind of in the region where, you know, you're kind of on the clean side of the storm, we call it, which, you know, you're gonna be fairly much better standing than on some of these other areas east of you. But from the way it goes now, you know, the conditions are probably not going to get much more worse than they are right now. Because I mean, you're already kind of parallel to the storm, to your east. From here on out, the storm's going to only gain more distance away from you. But out there by Panama City, I mean, we are going to be seeing, you know, maybe a little bit of surging out there. You know, a little bit of storm surge overall. You know, could be a possibility. I think we're right around like 1 to 3 foot of storm surge out that way. Let's see here. Please hit the thumbs up support. Andrew, much appreciated. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. What's the path? So, let me pull up the cone here again. I'm going to load that up for you. So you can see the cone here. And so we're basically shooting through the eastern panhandle, the Big Bend region of Florida. We're going to cut straight up through central Georgia, go up over Atlanta, and then, of course, kind of pull our way in towards like eastern Tennessee here, basically by, you know, tomorrow afternoon. And then, of course, kind of slow down. The storm's going to slow, you know, kind of stall down, you know, start to stall, slow down out there, and whatever remaining rain's going to, you know, be, that's going to kind of sit there and accumulate over some of those regions there. So, but yeah. Let's see, 172 in chat, piece of thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, but like I said, you know, I'm not too sure how much longer I'm going to be able to go here, dude. I'm getting super tired, y'all. Like I said, I've been up since 4 or 5 in the morning this morning. I woke up, did 3 hours of coverage for you guys, prepped for the storm, was all over the place for the storm, was observing it and stuff like that. Did a live stream for an hour and a half on you know, for you guys outside, and then now I've been live over an hour and a half here. So, and now it's, you know, almost 11 o'clock, and I am whooped. I am absolutely whooped. So. But I deeply appreciate y'all here. Thank you seriously for all the kind words and, you know, the support, the donations and stuff like that. Seriously, you guys, that means the world to me. It helps me out a ton. So thank you, seriously. What does the red mean between the green and the yellow? Let's see here. Oh, okay. I kind of think I know what you're. So this overlays a tornado threat. The yellow represents a 10% chance for tornadoes. You know, so basically, for example, within 25 miles of Savannah, we'll use for an example, there's a 10% chance of a tornado happening in that region. Brown's 5% chance, lower probability, and of course the green is a 2% chance. Now the red here, this is the cone, has nothing to do with the tornadic activity. You know, this cone here, this basically represents, you know, where the core, where the eye of the storm could track over. For example, you know, the eye of the storm could go as far west as Albany or as far east as, you know, slightly east of Tifton here. So the eye could go, you know, kind of anywhere inside of here. This is not where the effects are going to be felt. It's a, you know, kind of a big misconception with people. So they think that this is where the effects are going to be felt. No, this is where the eye or the center of the storm will track into, and the more narrow it is, the more confident we are overall. So let's see here. Eric, my man, coming in here with a $20 Cash App donation. Eric, dude, that is so nice of you. Thank you so much, man. That is really, really sweet. Thank you, Eric, seriously, for that means a lot. That helps out with the bills and helps out with our programs and stuff like that. Seriously, man, thank you so much, dude. Big shout out goes to you, Eric, man. That is really, really sweet of you. Of course, everybody else who supported us and everything like that. Seriously, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing, and you know that really helps me out a ton. Thank you so much, dude. That is really sweet of you. Let's see here. Rachel says, Andrew is literally a live stream weather reporting machine. I really appreciate your work. Thank you. I appreciate that. J-Liv says, that's my sweet husband. Well, tell him I said thank you. That is really, really sweet of him. And you guys both. Thank you so much, y'all. That means the world to me. It really does. And I deeply appreciate that. So thank you. Seriously. Very, very much, you guys. Okay, so we're almost at 100 minutes of streaming. So what is that? An hour and 40 minutes. So, like I mentioned, you know, the storm right now has officially made landfall here. At this point, we are, you know, officially at the point of making landfall. Like I said, Perry's definitely, feeling the effects that, you guys are in the eye wall right now. Here's the eye. This is the coast right here. So you can actually see how we're getting more inland there. So really appreciate everything you're doing. Get some rest. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Once again, thank you. What's the chance of a tornado in Atlanta? Pretty low, actually, because the core or the center of the storm is actually likely to either go over Atlanta or slightly to the east, which would put Atlanta on the clean side, which would keep things relatively, unlikely for tornadoes. The side that really has to worry about, tornadic potential is that eastern side of the storm. That's why we have these colors over here that are representing the higher tornado probability. But the reason is because that's where our instability is, our unstable air. Not to mention also our heaviest winds. We have a violent shift in wind direction and wind speed with altitude. So basically, the winds they veer. So they change wind speed and wind direction as we climb up in altitude, which that gives tornadic potential overall. Hopefully that kind of makes some sense, but yeah, and that's present on the eastern side. So, like I mentioned, if the core goes over Atlanta, you're kind of good. There's really not a tornado threat there, and if it goes to the west here, then that's also good. So, but if it goes, which it won't, it likely won't, but it would have to go pretty far to the west of Atlanta in order to produce a tornado threat out there. But yeah, Atlanta's good. Bottom line. Bottom line. Try not to be scared, Roy. I understand it completely. It is definitely a little nerve-wracking. It can be scary, but like I said, it'll be all right. We'll get through this. These conditions can't last forever. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like I said, I hope you prepared for it and everything like that, y'all. Obviously, if you over prepared for it and it turned out to not be as crazy for you, like I said, it's better to over prepare than under prepare, man. You want to make sure that you are ready. I'd rather you be ready than not ready. And of course, the people who got it pretty hard, hope that you guys were ready and everything like that. But all right, y'all. Well, I am probably going to roll off here soon. If there's any final questions that you guys want me to, to go over before I head off here, before I go to bed and absolutely crash, please let me know. We're here for you. I want to help you guys out. If you could do me a favor, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, share this channel to your friends, your family, coworkers, neighbors. Put it on your Facebook wall. Put it on, your Twitter. Whatever you can, guys, just to help spread the word. That would be much appreciated. Facebook groups or whatever. Because the more people that we can reach, the more potential lives we can save, and the more people we can help out in general. And like I said, we don't just cover we're not just covering the storm. We cover all types of tropical systems, all types of winter weather and tornadic activity. We cover about it all. Here in the States. So if you guys would be interested in that, we cover the main 48 here and stuff like that. But alrighty, everybody. Well, once again, any final question? Is there any flooding in Atlanta? We have a chance for flooding in Atlanta. Absolutely. Like we mentioned, we are expecting a good 4 to 6 inches of rain out there. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a good chance out there for a bit of flooding. We do have ourselves that high risk for flooding, which is the maximum scale for the flooding threat that goes right through Atlanta. So that's a pretty big threat. All the way there from the landfall point of the eastern panhandle towards the Big Bend, all the way up into western North Carolina, where they're going to get an absolute ton of rain out there. This graphic just updated, actually. But anyways, actually, did it? It looks a little different. Anyways, but yeah, a lot of rain out there in western North Carolina. All that's going to go down the creeks, the rivers, the streams, and it's going to build up somewhere. And so if you're along western North Carolina, just know there's going to be a big flooding threat. For Atlanta, like I mentioned as well, we're going to be seeing a good amount. Actually, Atlanta's now in the 2 to 4 inch mark. So yeah, they did update that overall. But alrighty, everybody. Well, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Once again, final call for any questions before I head off here. Like I said, it's been a long day for me. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get some sleep and stuff like that. It's been a long night. It's been a long night. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll do another update. Live stream in the morning and stuff like that. So, let's see here. I'm just Northeast Tennessee. Scared. Seriously camping. Said to be. Huh? Well, be careful, my friend. Like I said, Tennessee, as we approach there, it's not going to be as bad as, like Florida and Georgia and stuff like that. Now, the winds will, still likely be a little gusty in some spots, but I'm sure you'll be more than fine, my friend. I'm sure you'll be more than fine. This is not going to hit Arkansas directly, although there might be a little bit of rain along the northeastern side of Arkansas. Just northeast of Little Rock could pick up couple inches. The far northeastern side could pick up maybe like 2 to 4 inches at maximum there. But the main system, and by then the central low, stuff like that, it's not going to cause any concerns for those regions. So yeah, no, Arkansas is good. But alrighty, everybody. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Once again, everybody, thank you for all of your support. You guys are amazing. I deeply appreciate you. Once again, if you have not already, consider leaving a like, hitting that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated, my friends. Once again, if you guys could share this, copy the link to this, and like I said, share this to as many people as you can, and tell them to subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. Is this Hurricane Helene? Yes, this is Hurricane Helene, which has officially made landfall. But alrighty, everybody. Well, you guys take care. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Please be careful out there, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll see ya later on. Peace out, my friends. Catch ya in the next one.